So if you don't know, I'm Mrs. Peterson, and today in this room, along with Ms. Myrick, we are going to be looking into the country of Germany. Does anybody know what continent Germany is on? What continent? It's in Europe.
Europe.
Yeah. And so I realized once I put this map on here that I just had a close-up of it. I don't have a pull-out of it.
I got one later.
Let's see. Okay, we'll do it a different way. Nope. Oh, there we go. Okay, so, oh, well, you can't see it. That's Europe. Here's Germany. It's at the northern part, and England, the island of England would be right over here. So they have 16 states and then 9 countries that touch the edge of it. And I'm going to go over some stuff pretty quickly because we've got a lot planned. We're probably not going to get it all done. I just thought this was interesting. One town of Germany is actually surrounded by the country of Switzerland. Here's what some of the topography looks like. So there's mountains, the Alps, there's sea, there's forests, big time forests. I haven't even shown you, there's huge towns, cities, and then there's also a lot of little towns. They speak German. The capital is Berlin, and they have something that's similar to what we have in government. But it's called the Federal Parliamentary Democracy, and they have a president, which is sort of like the Queen of England, and then they have the Chancellor, which is sort of like our president. And they have two, like we have the House and the Senate. They have two groups like that. And have you guys ever heard that Germany was divided after World War II? Anybody ever heard that? So this right here is the city of Berlin, or this is Germany as it was split, and the city of Berlin was split as well. And I'm just going to tell a little bit about some history. This is modern history in the last century. But of course, I showed you castles at the beginning. It goes all the way back into things like that. But World War II, when it was over, Berlin, which is the capital city, divided. And they actually put a wall up in the middle of the city. One side was the free side, the other side was the communist side, and you couldn't pass between the two. So it wasn't until about 40 years later that President Ronald Reagan from the United States visited them and told them to take this wall down. That's a famous saying. And 2 years later, the wall opened and they tore it down. So I've been to the Ronald Reagan Museum, and they have a portion of that. This is how East and West Germany look from the satellite. So the communist side still looks different because they have different light systems. Isn't that interesting? Basically, they're a really big exporter. Does anybody know what their main export is? Vehicles, cars, okay? But now they're not the most exporting, but up until 2009 they were. They do a lot of solar energy, and they have mining. Culturally, Martin Luther, Immanuel Kant, these are famous people that came from Germany. The Brothers Grimm, you guys know the Brothers Grimm fairy tales? And then Beethoven, Bach, Mozart, they all were from Germany. I was doing this the other day with Mrs. Myrick, and she's going to share a little bit more about Germany because her family's from Germany. But I was saying the way they greet each other is a quick handshake. You always have eye contact, but their body space is different than in America. They're about 6 inches further away from you. Yeah. And don't do small talk. Hey, isn't it nice weather outside?
No, Germans want to get to the point. So if you want to be pleasant for a little while, and if you read a German, sometimes you'll be like, "Whoa, you're kind of harsh," but they just want to get stuff done.
They don't do all the 5 minutes. Like when you guys come into our class and we're like, "Hey guys, how was your weekend? Did you do anything?"
They would hate that. It would make them go.
Yeah. And now we're gonna play a game.
I like the game.
So what we need is, we have 1, 2,
Ariani,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Ariani and Ruby, would you mind signing into those two Chromebooks? So Ariani grab one, Ruby sign one. Would you sign
What
into
grade are
one?
you guys on? Junior? Why don't you go to the
You sign into
office,
one too?
see what group you're gonna be in? They just didn't come by.
You go, right here, yeah. So, oh, actually, stay up there. Stay up there. And
Just sign in.
Yeah, just sign in for me.
And you're gonna stay on this side and you're gonna stay on that
There you
side. All right, and we're gonna go, you wanna go ahead and
Yeah,
put people in groups?
So when they get signed in, just so we don't hang around with each other for 2 or 3. Okay, Hooters. So Diego, be with Ruby. You don't have to move yet.
Where's my login?
You can be with Charlie, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Who's turn?
Oh my God, you know who Charlie is. Stop. Okay, so Diego's gonna be with Ruby. You can be with Iriani.
So does that mean I stay next to him?
Yes, you're gonna. stand
Yeah, and you
next to
guys
her.
are gonna be on the
You're
same
gonna be on
Kahoot
the same
team.
team. We're
All right.
doing
Okay,
teams
I'm
here.
gonna go stand there.
Is that? Let him be on my team. That's Cola, right?
We only have 4
Okay, you
computers.
go Cola.
So you're in a team.
Garrett, go be with Chola and Savannah. Mitchell be with.
Yeah, I got done. Oh, yeah.
You can be with Ariani. Okay, Mitchell. Okay, wait, how many do we have over here? How many do we have over here? Hold on, hold on.
We're not the same team?
Oh, right.
No, you're gonna be different teams.
Yes, 4 teams.
Okay, Garrett, I need you to be on,
That here.
Diego and Ruby's team. Go with it. So you two are on a team, you two are on a team. The brothers are on the team. You two, you three, yeah, you three, and you three, you three, okay. And they're gonna need to go to Kahoot.com.
Yeah, so how many of you know how to play Kahoot?
Have you done Kahoot?
Okay, so here, the game pin is coming up.
Guys,
So here's the game pin once you get to Kahoot.com.
Kahoot.com.
It's www.kahoot.it. Right here. And put in that number. So you want to
We have.
No, too bad.
So we're gonna see who's all signed in.
Let's just start now.
Team Bright, who's that?
Right here,
Okay.
the brothers.
Winning team, who's that?
Who's winning team? Okay, we're waiting on you. Ruby, what's your team? Charlie, how are we doing?
Are you crazy?
We
Iriani,
can start it as soon as they come in.
Iriani, if we kept you signed in, does this stay signed in for a long time or do you have to just sometimes sign
Team
in?
Ruby. Okay, we're all here. Here we go. Strange facts about Germany.
All right, here we go. Watch the board.
I have no idea.
Pick one, pick one.
Question.
Yay.
Why is there no question?
That
It
was the
says
question.
Fun facts about
And you
what?
had to say, what was this a fun fact about?
On the podium.
Okay, who's blue? Who's blue?
There's 3 winners.
Woo, winning team. Okay, go.
Oh, excuse me, how do I supposed to? This thing, that thing. Oh, no, it's wrong one.
Choose.
Well, it was correct. I was never.
Who's the winning team?
Oh my
Okay.
God. The irony.
True or false? In 1916, the German Empire allowed people to take passport photos with their dogs. What do you think? True or false? Decline a cat is banned in Germany.
Oh my gosh. No.
It was true. Nobody got it.
Take your time. You got a lot.
German soccer player Mesut Özil donated his 300,000 euros World Cup victory bonus to pay for what?
Now it's 20 seconds.
Just choose.
Good done.
True or false? Hamburgers got their name from Hamburg. You guys gotta pay attention.
I don't think that's true.
That's true. How?
What do Americans spend more money on yearly than Germany spends on its entire defense budget? Pizza.
McDonald's, 100% McDonald's. Dang it.
Oh my gosh. That was stupid.
Yes.
I knew. Okay.
What fruit soda was originated in Germany?
I think it wasn't tea. I know it for a fact. The British guy.
He was originated in India.
Very cool.
Fanta.
What everybody turns
Or soda.
In Germany, it is illegal to run out of fuel on highways.
Only annoying, I think. Yeah, it'll be weird at night and I'm sorry. It's all about.
Pick something.
Pick. True. From 89 to 2009, how many schools were closed in Germany because of scarcity of
I'm
children?
gonna skip this one unless you guys pick really quick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Skipping it.
I knew it.
Okay, she's gonna go faster. In Germany, if you deny that the Holocaust happened, it is a crime.
Yes, that way sounds.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
In a German legend from the Middle Ages, it was proposed that kissing a donkey would. Oh, did you just say give love? That's a gift. There you are, surprising. Germany has a museum of snorkeling.
It's weird. They do weird things.
He's weird. That's great.
No, they don't.
Canada.
In the Museum of Bread Culture in Ulm, Germany has a collection of over 18,000 objects. How many of them are bread?
I think it's all the
None.
It was none.
In Germany, sauerkraut is made with special lettuce.
You picked false. I picked true. Oh. You're splitting teams.
Out of YouTube's most popular videos, what percentage is blocked in Germany?
like
72.
72%.
What's the 0% of 50%?
72%.
How many WW2 World War II bombs are discovered in Germany each year and diffused?
A lot.
And diffused. Performing the Nazi salute in Germany is a criminal offense punishable by up to 3 years in prison.
Heck yeah.
True. In Germany, there's no punishment for a prisoner who tries to escape from jail because interesting question. Really? In 2014, Germany officially abolished college fees even for
It probably is animals.
Yeah, it's animals.
I trust you. I trust you.
Don't trust me.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Germany has a museum of
They do
snoring.
weird things. Yeah.
Last
I
one.
do it. I do
Oh,
weird
never mind.
things.
This game was invented in Germany.
No.
Okay, last one. Here
Final
we go.
one. 2005, approximately how many toads unexpectedly exploded in Altona, Germany? These are really good questions. These are so crazy.
And our winner
Yes!
is-
Oh yeah, you won.
Third place is Team
Team
Ruby.
Ruby.
Second place is
Team
Team
Rye.
Rye. First place is.
Wait, I just realized the winning team got last place.
Okay.
All right, guys. Go back to your seat. Bring your chairs back. Bring your chairs back. Guys, keep that.
What are you talking about, Yuri? Our team still won.
Yeah, we're having fun.
I wasn't even here.
It's okay. Just go.
All
right, have a seat.
I let you see all the answers and still you lost.
You want to run it for you? You want to?
No, I could do it. It's okay. Do we just hit this thing?
And then you didn't pay the bill.
There's some music still going.
Oh, my music is going. Hold on.
The winning team was in last place.
Oh. It's because this is full screen. Well, you don't have any. Oh, you do have sound in here.
Everyone started to copying the team. Ruby. Ruby was carrying
Okay.
the team.
You can begin.
I didn't know any of this.
Then you just went
I know
like this.
all. I knew everything.
Probably
I
down.
knew just about every single thing that was on that screen.
Only Richie-
Okay. All right, guys. All right, guys. Guys. Hey, okay. So the portion that I'm going to talk about is kind of more personal because I am German. My mom was German, which I'll get here to in a second. So some of the, I will be talking about my mom. So I'm going to tell you kind of some personal stories of my experience with Germany. So I'll just start. Okay, so Germany, here we are. Okay, Mrs. Myrick is German. My mother's German. My father was born in America. He's actually Swedish. Thus the blue eyes and the blonde hair. Well, the fake blonde hair. Okay. There's my mom, and she is standing in Germany, and that is what the streets look like. That's what it looks like in Bremen. Now, you can probably do like a moped down the street or whatever, and notice what the street's made of. Stone, yes. So there she is. She's standing there. I don't know what she's looking at. I think she's picking up an umbrella or something. So you would say Mutti. You could say with me, Mutti. That's how you say mother in German. Okay. We'll talk a little more about language. Love your shirt, by the way. Okay. There is my mom when she was little bitty. And this is the, can you see, guys? Am I standing in your way? You can move if you can't see. This was in the year probably 1934. She's a little bitty, okay? And that's my Opa, which would be a grandfather, Opa, okay? Some people call their grandfathers Opa even here. So I never really knew him because he passed away when I was 4. So doesn't she look hilarious? Okay. That my mom was born in Bremen. Do you see the little, do you see that thing up there? She was born way up top by the North Sea, so she had a lot of seafood, and in the summertime, she said she would go to the beach, and it's cold, but they would go to the beach in the summer and hang out. That's what they do in the summer. Do you guys, have you heard of the Braventown Musicians? No. It is a Brothers Grimm story, okay? And it is about these guys, the donkey, the dog, the cat, and the rooster. And they're basically abused and they run away, but they go to Bremen, which supposedly was the city of freedom. Okay. And then the story ensues. You should go look it up and look it up. But that is where, this is the middle of the town of Bremen, and this statue's there, and everybody like take pictures with it and stuff because it's kind of famous. Okay. So that's a fairy tale that took place in Bremen. I went to Germany, so did you see? I'm about your age. You guys are what, 13?
I am.
I was 14. 13. You're right. This is a bed and breakfast. Do you know what a bed and breakfast is? Yeah. Okay. So it's really, really nice in these bed and breakfasts. You kind of stay in someone's home and you get a room, and it's really cool. And then where am I in this picture?
No idea.
Right by my dad.
Oh,
And we are standing. I'm right here. And look at us in the 80s, so like
Are those two separate pictures?
These are separate, yes.
Okay.
Now this place is where my mom got her first job in Bremen, and she was a photographer developer. She developed things. Do you know how you guys do it digitally now?
Yeah.
They used to have to develop film. Okay, so what is the first thing that comes to mind usually with people when they talk about Germany? World War II. Hitler, you know this guy, right? Concentration camps. Horrible things that are happening, right? Okay, yes, that did happen in Germany. But if you start to talk to a German person, what do you think one of the first things people want to talk about? Is this time in life, because it was such a horrible time, and there was a lot of horrible things that happened. And they don't always want to talk about it, right? I mean, would you want to talk about if horrible things happen in our country? Do we always want to talk about it and go, let's talk about this?
We talked about the Civil War.
We do talk about the Civil War, and we should remember it. But do you want to primarily talk about it? There's not always bad things that happen. For instance, that's my grandpa, my opa, and that is my grandmother, Oma. Okay. They lived in Germany during World War II. My mother did too. She was a teenager, your age, during World War II, and their house got bombed by the Americans because, you know, the Americans were coming over and trying to get rid of Hitler and his people. Well, in the meantime, civilians get hurt, right? They did not get hurt, but their house was destroyed by the bombs, and they had to send my mom off to a children's camp to protect the children while he rebuilt it with his own hands. Now, not everybody who is in a bad government believes the government, right? Right? My grandfather did not believe in Hitler and what he stood for. And I want to tell you a quick story about him. He was hanging out at his house, and then a Nazi soldier came to his door and knocked on it and said, I see that you are not flying the Nazis' flag. Why are you not flying the Nazis' flag? Now, you guys know what Nazis are all about, right? Not next, right? And my grandpa said, oh, I haven't flown it, you know, just haven't flown it. And they said, you had better fly it next time I come back. And you don't need to say what would happen if you didn't. But my grandfather never flew it. They never came back. So he never got sent to any camps or anything. Okay, so not everybody believes in the government when the government is corrupt, right? So that's a good story about my grandfather. Okay, so language. They speak German. And I want you to we're going to do a few phrases. The lady's going to say the phrase, and then you're going to repeat it, okay? So you can get a feel for the language. Does anybody here speak German? If I can get it to go. You know what? My mom never taught me. I kept saying, Mom, would you teach me, please? And I hear her speak it all the time. But she's like, we're in America. We're going to speak English. Okay, where's Mrs. Peterson? I need her help. Who knows Max? Do you guys know Max? Do you know how to? I am clicking on it. Where's Mrs. Peterson? Can you find Mrs. Peterson? Do you know how to do Max? No. Let's try spacebar. No, it goes back.
Try the pencil thing. What's the pencil
Let's
thing?
try the pencil thing. It's probably like an edit button or something. Guys, you're gonna have to help me.
Pencil thing doesn't do anything.
No.
You know the one.
Okay, we're gonna do it later. All right, so we're not doing that. Food. Has anyone had any German food at all? What'd you eat?
I ate a hot dog.
It was last year, did you actually?
You did. What'd you have? Did you really? I've never had that.
I want to say that.
Okay, my mom was an excellent cook. Oh my gosh. And she'd always say, oh, I'm really not that good. My mom was really good. I was like, Mom, you need to stop because you're an amazing cook. This is some of the stuff I ate. You guys might know this. What's that? Bratwurst and sauerkraut. Remember the question about the lettuce? It's incorrect. Sauerkraut is made from cabbage that is pickled. Okay. Now that sounds disastrous, but it's the best thing. My mom would say, rinse it, then cook it in onions and bacon. And it was so good. And that's bratwurst. I didn't have a lot of bratwurst. I had just like kind of sausage. That's the most famous. Okay, what is that, you think?
Cool.
That is creamed herring. I loved it as a child. It's a fish in cream sauce with onions.
Yummy.
Sounds disastrous.
No, it doesn't.
Did you know, like, do any of you eat any ethnic food that is not always common in America and you love it and other people are like, oh, it's the same?
Yeah.
Durian. Okay. Okay.
Usually,
Whatever you eat, whatever your family like. So I'm a parent. I'm a daughter of an immigrant. So I definitely have one foot in Germany and one foot in America. How many people are like that here? Are you
I do not
are you a
have
child of an immigrant? So I understand that whole thing where you like this and you like this, right? This was so delicious. This, oh, I love it. This is called Roloden. This is beef, thinly smashed down. There's bacon and onions, and then she rolled it up. Now, some people will put pickles in it and mustard, but I don't like that. And then they put a toothpick in it and fry it. That is red cabbage, and that is what in the back?
mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes. That is the best thing.
Did you make any of it?
Potato.
I tried to make that last one, and it was a disaster. My mother knew how to, but my
Mashed
husband knows
potatoes.
how to cook it really good. Okay, what was invented in Germany? Did you know that the Christmas tree was first brought up? Can you see Mitchell? I'm on your way. Can you see? The Christmas tree, she can't find her. Oh, she's gone. The Christmas tree was invented, it kind of evolved, but it was first brought over from Germany. And this is how they used to light their tree. And my mom actually lit our tree like this. What do you think could happen?
Fire.
I was a little scared as a child that our house was going to burn down. And then she finally switched to regular lights. And I was like, whew. It was a little nerve, but it was really pretty. But you need to water your tree, right? Refrigeration was first began in Germany. The accordion. Who plays the accordion? Anyone? Do you really? You want to go get it out and play right now?
I don't know.
And then what is this? So look at all the cars. Remember Mrs. Peterson was talking about the export was cars? We have Mercedes, we have Audi, we have BMW, we have Volkswagen. Volkswagen is literally translated as the people's car. Porsche, do you say Porsche or Porsche? Porsche and Opel. Do you know what an Opel is? You're a car person. Do you know what an Opel is? Okay. Who likes these cars?
I don't know what an Opel is.
You like these cars, all of them? There you go. Fast cars, efficient cars. Germans are efficient. Okay. And the Haribo company was started in Germany, and the Haribo company first came up with the gummy bear. So this leads me to, what time is it?
No idea.
Are we out at 9:15? We kind of flew through this. So normally I was thinking of making you guys sauerkraut. Okay. And my
Does that
husband
mean
goes,
sauerkraut?
disastrous. I don't think eighth graders would love. Would you
Aw.
like to try it?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, you like it?
Yeah, why not?
I was wondering-
Would you have tried it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this is actually one.
She brought food.
Yeah, gummy bears.
I like gummy bears.
From Germany.
I would have preferred sauerkraut.
Thank you,
This will
German.
do.
Are you kidding me? I'm
Yeah.
throwing it. Here you go.
What?
Sagoon, give it to Garrett.
You can
So
do it in
good.
dodgeball.
Cola.
Yeah, I can catch balls in dodgeball.
Yeah, go.
No,
Tell me your name one more time.
Isaiah.
Isaiah. I don't know where that's from. Everybody's like, ah, I'm not gonna catch it. Ah,
Can I have more?
no, I've got to like thank
Oh, yeah.
everyone. Hey, enjoy your gummy bears. I got you one right from Germany. Did you have any questions?
No.
Oh, I don't know if I was recorded or not.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Guys, you were great listeners.
Well, you moved around a lot anyway. Wait a minute. Can I use that?
No, I need it. What are you using it for?
I'm gonna use
Okay, so Yanni and Ruby, thank you so much. Would you guys, you kept this, is this yours? Can we keep this signed on? So it's just a little easier for everybody. And then who signs this is okay. We'll watch it, make sure nobody is weird on your account. Unless you feel uncomfortable, we can sign on. No? Okay. Okay, would you mind signing on or does it make you feel uncomfortable? Okay, would you mind doing that? Just so that, you know, when someone comes in, it's a little easier rather than, oh my gosh, I can't find my sign on, blah, 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 blah.
I think it should still be signed
Oh, it is?
in. Still signed in.
What do you have to hit? Okay,
Yeah, it's still
cool,
signed in.
thanks. So who likes gummy bears?
I do.
No, are you gonna start with you like it?
Joey.
You know what? Have you ever noticed?
Thank you. Charlie. Charlie. Friends in second grade. You need to
My bad.
And they wanted them, but I want to put it in like, when did you?
No, you can find out at Walmart. They're only like
Come back later. That's our Keep it on your back.
I don't want the gummy bears.
No, I need my lid.
But they're
No, I need my lid. Hey, if you want to handle the. I couldn't get the German to start. Do you know?
Oh, I don't know. But I can
Do you know how to do it?
No, I was taking pictures because now that James is a leader, I don't have to.
Oh, okay. So I don't know what to do.
Why don't you go out of presentation
Georgie.
mode?
Yeah, do you have to go?
It doesn't look like it's
Dang
loaded as a video.
That it was. It played.
off the slide so you can play it.
You know, I could just run it off of my computer when we get to that point.
I guess we can stop sharing.
Bye. Bye.